Okay.
Right, for maple cream fudge, I find it easiest to set up and have everything ready because you have to work quickly. First thing we're going to want is an 8 by 12 dish to put the fudge in. 5 tablespoons of butter. And you start by greasing your 8 by 12 with one of the tablespoons of butter. And whatever is left over goes into your mixing bowl. That pan is now ready to receive the fudge. So you put your other 4 tablespoons of butter into your mixing bowl, along with 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of maple flavor. And this is what we'll be mixing the fudge in later. To begin with, you have to start by boiling all your components. You start with 2 2/3 cups of brown sugar, 1 1/3 cup of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, and 1 cup of 18% table cream. All of that goes into a decent sized pot, which then goes straight onto the heat, high temperature. Stir it up and bring that to a boil. You can get in here and have a look at what this looks like before it starts to boil. You want to have a decent sized pot because when this comes to a boil, it's going to take up most of the pot.
Start it again. There you go. You can add it.
As you can see, that has now come to a full boil. I'll be setting my timer here for 5 minutes. I will check it after 4 minutes for soft ball. Now during this time, I like to stir it constantly to make sure that nothing sticks to the outside of the pan. You can shut it off for a bit. Are you on?
Yeah.
Okay, that's been boiling for about 3 minutes now, so I'm just going to test for softball. You just let a few drops of the fudge drop into a container of cold water, and you just pull that out, and you can see that that is far too gooey. It is close to being softball. Actually, it's very close to being softball. I'm just going to let that boil for a few more seconds, and we're going to turn it off. You now take your boiled fudge and you pour it into your prepared butter and flavorings using a spatula to scrape all the fudge out of the bowl. We are now ready to put this into an ice water bath. And we begin beating this on a low speed. Otherwise it will spray all over the place. As it begins to thicken, you just increase the speed of the beating until it's on maximum. When the fudge is ready, you'll see ridges start to form across the top of the fudge, meaning that it's setting. You can see now the ridges are just beginning to form on top of the fudge as you beat it. You should be at maximum power now. There are the ridges you're looking for, and that means that it's now been set firm enough. And you can transfer that into your dish now. I would also caution you to be very careful with this. It is hot. Once you've transferred all your fudge into your dish, use the ice water for dipping your fingers, and then just smooth it across the top. If there are any hard spots on top of your fudge, just use the water to massage them in. And that should do it. We'll leave that sit out on the counter for about 45 minutes, and then we will slice it. And we can give the final slice when it's completely cooled.